Hi guys, today I'm going to do a video for this GX35 Honda clone. This is a Chinese reproduction. You can take a look. It's an outboard motor. You can find the same engine on different applications like a small generators, bikes and garden tools. It is a 4-stroke and it's a 36 cc and it's rated for 1.5 horsepower. It is an air-cooled motor, 4-stroke, and it's going to require engine oil. To fill the motor correctly, you have to let it down and you have to follow the instructions you have. If I'm not mistaken, you have to add 80 milliliters of oil. I will post some information to ounces too. Okay, make sure you tie the cap. Don't overfill it. If you overfill the engine with extra oil, it's gonna create oil leak and you'll have extra problems in the future. Fuel. When you guys do the fuel for this motor, make sure, this is suggestion, make sure you add 50-to-1 oil to the fuel and also a fuel stabilizer. Of course, 4-strokes, they don't require oil to the gas, but I was suggesting this one because the engine is air cooled and it will need extra lubrication for the braking period. This is only for the braking period. Make sure you tie the cap. And right over here you can see this is the prime pump. You have to prime it. This is the inner line and this is the outer line. When you start the engine, inside the carburetor there is a fuel pump that will move the fuel from the tank to the carburetor and back to the tank. You have to check, do you have any oil here in the lower unit? If you don't have oil, you have to add the oil. Right over here there is a clutch that disconnect the engine part from the shaft. To start the engine, you have to pull the choke. Make sure this is your kill switch, make sure it's on place. Here, this is your throttle, go halfway, hold the motor here, don't hold it here. Hold it here, and now you can pull with the other hand the rope. When the engine start, release the choke, okay, and you can keep it on halfway throttle or 1/3. Keep it working like this. Before you go guys on the lake, I would suggest to have this motor on stand. You don't have to dip the motor in the bucket. There is no impeller in this motor. There is no water coming from here all the way to the engine. This is an air-cooled engine and it's not require a water for cooling. Let it work 30 minutes. This is important. Then you can turn off the motor here with a kill switch. And after that, flip it over, drain the oil, have the fresh oil. I know the manual say you can change the oil probably 3 or 4 hours working period, but I would suggest to change the oil early 30 minutes. Have the fresh oil, again don't overfill it, and start the engine again. Let it work for an hour or maybe 2 hours, but you need probably 3 or 4 total working hours for braking period. Keep the throttle halfway or 1/3. Don't push the motor all the way to the end. So when you turn the throttle and increase the RPM, here is the clutch that is going to engage the shaft and of course the prop. When you lower the RPM to idle, the clutch is going to disengage the shaft from the engine and the prop will not move. Okay, when you finish for the day, you're done fishing, you're done using your engine, I would suggest to drain the fuel and use the prime pump a few times to clean the carburetor as much as you can. Of course, there is always something inside left over, and this is the moment when the fuel stabilizer is going to help you to keep the jets clean and no varnish build up. And hopefully next time when you start the motor, it's gonna be easy for you. And here, this is another important thing that you have to know. Take a look, this rubber pin inside, it's supposed to go here, and if it doesn't go very well, you don't have a spark. If you don't have a spark, you can start the motor. So that's it. Small outboard motor, nothing exciting. It's good only for kayaks and small boats. Thank you for watching my videos, guys. I wish good luck to all of your projects. Please subscribe to my channel